we're gonna go as we now we have crossed the halfway line of college football, our Week 7 college football game of the week here, and I'm gonna go up to the Pacific Northwest. We're gonna go sailgating. We're gonna go Oregon at Washington, which is the game of the week in college football. Which there are a lot of good games. You got USC-Notre Dame, Miami-UNC, a couple other ones. Wisconsin-Iowa.
Oh,
always
God.
a historic battle.
Dylan, that's not going to be
Stop
good.
it. You're insulting football by saying that's a good game. It's a shitty game with two bad teams.
Deacon Hill, whatever his name is, revenge game.
I don't even care.
Whatever your quarterback's name is. I don't know his name. He sucks.
It's Deacon Hill, but Jesus Christ. 6 completions last week, 5 to a tight end, and 1 to the running back. Jesus Christ. What the hell is that?
All right, well, back to the Pacific Northwest.
You probably shouldn't be saying his name in vain so much, and maybe it'll work out better for you, Grant.
No, he's coached by Brian Ferentz. The dude has no chance.
So you're saying not even God can save him?
I think God is the only person who can save him, and I think God has watched this Iowa offense enough these last 2 years where he said, I give up.
So you're saying Iowa's heaven really isn't Iowa?
Oh, not for football. If we're making a baseball movie, yes, but not for football. You know that meme? There's that meme, that picture of Jesus where he's smoking a cigarette and his eyes are wide open. That's God watching Iowa try to play offense.
Fair point.
That's a good one. I might have to clip that.
I'm sorry to steal your take again, but go right ahead.
But I brought it up. I just had to make sure you were paying attention here. But Oregon, Washington, battle of undefeateds. Whoever wins this is going to be in the driver's seat for one of these spots in the Pac-12. This could also very well be a rematch here of a Pac-12 championship game. Bo Nix versus Michael Penix. Also, some Heisman implications. Whoever plays the best might be positioning themselves in the front runner for the Heisman. I believe right now, I know the total for the game is like 64.
That's it.
Wow,
something like that. Yeah, it was in the 60s. The last time Oregon played on national TV, they were a very inspired, out for blood game. I think it will be like that, but I don't think you're going to see a Dan Lanning pump up speech that you got when they played Colorado. Right now, Washington is a 3-point favorite, and it's going to be a back and forth. It's going to be up and down. You're going to want to watch this game. It's going to be a fun game to watch for sure. Probably the biggest game that's been played out at Husky Stadium in a long time.
Probably since they played USC in 2016 when they were a playoff team.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going on the East Coast. We're going opposite direction here. We're going Miami at North Carolina. So Miami trying to come off the upset versus the engineering nerds of Georgia Tech.
Did you guys see the end of that game?
I did not, but I don't need to. It's a terrible loss.
Brutal.
Do you have any idea of what happened, Ethan?
I have no idea. No, I just know they lost.
Oh my gosh. All they had to do was take a knee, and they were running the ball. Miami decided to run a play with like 26 or 34 seconds left.
No, Dylan, no. It was like 43 seconds left. And the clock is running. Georgia Tech has no timeouts. And it's third down, Ethan. Okay? 43 seconds left. Miami is up by 4. Or they're up by 3. They snap the ball. Instead of taking a knee to essentially end the game, taking 3 steps backwards, taking a knee at 39 seconds, they hand it off to their running back. He fumbles. Georgia Tech gets the ball back with a chance to go 55 yards. The next play, they get a touchdown. This dude is running behind 2 Miami players wide open into the end zone, and Georgia Tech wins by 3.
Why are we not surprised?
Oh my God.
It's
But,
just the biggest coaching malpractice you'll
not
ever see.
great. But North Carolina guys is looking really good lately. They look really solid. Drake May had almost 500 yards passing again. Almost did the same thing versus the Gophers. Like, let's go. Good D. But they're still playing for the playoffs right now. Like, if they win out, there's a very legitimate chance they can make it. I mean, really, their toughest game at Clemson. They don't play Florida State until the ACC championship.
Well, yeah, I was looking at.
It's much improved too.
Yeah, their D actually was solid. Like, they're not terrible. They let the Gophers run all over them, but God forbid actually knowing what the defense sucks at and the Gophers doing it. So we passed the ball instead.
Yeah. Sounds
I
right.
will say that was probably the quietest, just like pregame stadium. It was just a really weird atmosphere. You know, like at Kinnick, you can feel the buzz. Even at TCF, like during a night game, you can feel the buzz. It just wasn't there. Like third down, it got loud. Touchdowns, it got loud. But other than that, it was not that crazy of a crowd.
The basketball school, apparently.
It is. Like, seriously.
Well, I think a lot of their students, it's a very, very academic school, and a lot of their students, I'm sure, were studying, typing up papers.
You did see a lot walking around the library and stuff with their backpacks and everything, yeah.
Nerds.
Well, when you're spending, probably north of $50,000 a year to get a good education, and, they're pretty freaking smart when you're getting a 28s and 29s on your ACTs. Well, who knows? That might not even get you in at that school.
19 gang grant, let's go. Dylan, what was yours?
My ACT, it was like a 23.
Oh, wow, I feel really stupid now.
You're a smart guy.
You guessed a lot. You went
sure.
And yep. Ethan's the one here with a master's degree.
Yeah. And a lot of debt. Dylan, your turn.
No, I think it's my turn.
No, it's
Dylan,
my turn. I'm sorry. But yeah, so, back on UNC to make a joke here. Those students who were at the library, they were not taking African American women's studies like the basketball players were.
No. They don't believe in fake classes.
No, that's just for the basketball players.
They're taking the anatomies of the world.
Correct. The organic chemistry too.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
I am not smart for that.
I am not.
So it's fun. Dylan, you were on the West Coast. Ethan was on the East Coast. I'm going to go to the heartland of America.
He's going Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, USC. Yep.
Shocking. Those are my 3 games.
Yeah, same here. They were my 3 games. Notre Dame here, boys. This could be kind of a I told you so team. They have a lot of talent, but you know what? They lose all the big games they're in. Lost to Ohio State, lost to Louisville last week. All of a sudden, they're 4-2, and you're sitting back with a home game against your arch rival, the former Heisman Trophy winner. If you lose this game and you're at 4-3, are people going to be calling for Marcus Freeman's job?
I wouldn't say yet.
It's possible.
Not yet, but and I understand.
He's lost some tough games. I mean, just puzzling losses. And Louisville's a much improved team from what they were, and they were a team that I had my eyes on, especially the way their schedule sets up. Their schedule is very favorable. I think that they play Duke in 2 weeks. I think they have a bye this week, and then after that, I don't think there is a lot of resistance on that schedule where they could. Just because they don't play, I don't think they play Florida State. I don't think they play Clemson either. They might play North Carolina, but after that Duke game, I don't think like I said, I don't think it's too bad of a schedule where they might win out and find themselves playing Florida State in the ACC championship.
Yep. So, but with Notre Dame here, they kind of need this to keep the morale for their season because they had so much buzz coming into it. You really should have beat Ohio State. You're kicking their ass their entire game. They only know how to count to 10. They don't know how to count to 11. You lose that game. And then for USC, we're finally getting into the meat of their schedule. I think, they still got to play Washington. I think they also have to play Oregon. Still UCLA, down the road. Utah. And a scare last week against Arizona. This Alex Grinch coach defense is always going to let you down. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And if USC wants to keep their college football playoff hopes alive, they need this. They need it this week. And if Lincoln Riley wants to live up to this $100 million contract, he's got to win this game and get into the playoff with Caleb Williams. Because if you can't get there with Caleb Williams, what makes me tell me that you're going to get there without him?
Well, and actually, Grant, USC's defense isn't that bad. It's just we just had the preseason media narrative.
You've been listening to too much Joel Klatt. Stop it.
No. That is a Lincoln Riley quote.
Oh,
Lincoln Riley said that not too long ago in a press conference.
I mean, I hate that guy. He wears a visor. Men who wear visors, minus Kirby Smart, lay up on par fours. They pee sitting down. So to all the grown men out there, including Matt Nagy, finally ditched the visor. Don't wear a visor. Just be a man and wear a hat.
Especially if you're bald.
For the love of God, Matt, that made no sense. So yeah, PSA to the men out there: don't wear visors. And Lincoln Riley actually said that. I don't like this guy even more than I already didn't like him. But again, Dylan, I'm listening to Joel Klatt talk about how USC's defense is getting better and these yards per game and blah blah blah. Can you get Lincoln Riley's genitalia?
They still give up 400 yards a game.
Can you take Lincoln Riley's genitalia out of your mouth, Joel Klatt, please? I mean, I can't understand you talking with that cock in your mouth because it's ridiculous. But no, USC, like I said, meat of the schedule. They need this. Notre Dame needs it. 6:30 prime time. That's my game of the week.
That I want to know what Alex Grinch has on Lincoln Riley that he hasn't fired him yet. Like he must have just some dark, heavy secrets on him that he's like, I can't fire this guy, or he's just gonna air out all my dirty laundry.
I can think of one thing, and it would be extracurricular activities outside of a marriage.
Grant is suggesting that Lincoln Riley cheats on his wife. We got that. That is on the air now. That is public for everybody to hear.
Once it goes on the internet, it must be true.
Yep. I bet you if you dig deep enough into some Reddit threads, you could find something along those lines.
Oh, God, yes.
And Notre Dame is actually a 3-point favorite in this game.
You're kidding.
Really?
I am not.